Now imagine SpongeBob rising. He's rising on his stage from the band they created where none of them knew how to play an instrument. Up, up, up. Super Bowl. People are cheering. Maroon 5 kicked off. We've got a little SpongeBob playing.
Sweet
Victory! If they play this at the Super Bowl, I'll lose my mind. I will absolutely go bonkers.
All right.
Look, it's unbelievable.
It is such a good song. Such a great moment.
The moment is better than the song because they literally didn't know how to play an instrument 5 minutes before that on the episode.
That is so true.
And SpongeBob shows up and he thinks he's just gonna kill himself like every other episode. And all of a sudden, Patrick's the best drummer of all time. We got Freddie Mercury on the pipes. It's just SpongeBob is going nuts.
Welcome to the Lazy Sunday podcast. Great introduction there with some Sweet Victory from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
My name's Armin Giro, joined with my co-host, as always, Mr. Aaron Christian.
It's a very soft ending. Cheers in the background. That's actually our one guy in the peanut gallery in the back. We've actually got a special guest. He'll just be, if he has a thought, he'll just scream it from the distance and you'll get an echo. It's Nick, the Nick Man.
The Nick Man.
Naughty Nick. That's what we like to call him around these parts.
Naughty Nick's in the background. There he is.
Nick, you got anything to say?
Nope.
No, you're going to have to speak up.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Nick
It's
has...
a definitive no. It's a definitive no.
Okay, good.
Right, sounds good.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. We talk about movies and sports.
And other things, whatever we feel like talking about, really.
Mostly movies, sports, TV shows, comics, stuff for reading, video games, yeah. But yeah, this is a Lazy Sunday podcast. Let's get it going, Aaron. Boom.
Wow, that was a nice boom.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing.
Almost heaven.
Just do it.
West
Is
Virginia.
this a musical episode?
The Ridge Mountains. All right, look, that's enough of my sweet tunes. You want to hear more John Denver, not me.
I don't know, Aaron.
No, I'm sure.
You're the one that chose John Denver there.
That's
Just
incredible.
yeah. I'm not complaining. One of the best moments. I love when West Virginia beat Kansas a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they played. All the students are on the court and they play.
Yeah.
Play
That's
that song.
great.
It's awesome.
I think they play it after every victory.
Yeah.
I'm sure they play it
Probably,
nonstop.
Probably a pretty sweet victory.
Pretty sweet victory. Well, that was nice.
Sweet victory.
Um,
Jeez. That sounded beautiful.
Incredible.
I know. Thank you.
So where are we going to start today? A lot of directions we could go.
Yep. I was thinking, let's do Super Bowl. Talking about that, we got the New England Patriots versus the Los Angeles Rams. L.A. probably the biggest football town in the country right now.
I'd say the lifelong fans.
Lifelong fans there. Have you seen any of the videos of them after they won the NFC Championship at the bars?
Yeah. They're
just erupting.
Is the game over?
Yeah. Is that it?
Is the game over?
Just such great fans.
Yeah.
What we're going to do for the Super Bowl is
Let's go ahead and get it out of the way. I think the Rams are going to win.
You think the Rams are going to win?
I think the Rams are going to win.
Just for sake of it, I'll take Patriots. They're the favorites right now. But I'll take Patriots.
I hate your guts, and I hate Tom Brady's guts.
Hey, look, I'm not happy with that pick, but it's a smart pick.
Nick, shaking your head in the background. Thoughts?
No.
Okay, no thoughts from Nick.
He doesn't like football, so.
Fair enough.
He doesn't know what football is.
You know what naughty Nick likes.
I poppy.
He likes the Catholic Church.
But no, yeah, I'll take the Patriots just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
They're 2.5-point favorites right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take that. Win by a field goal. Win by a touchdown.
What's the over under?
56 and a half.
Bet the mortgage it goes higher than
This
that.
is from Forbes, so I don't know if that's the super official one.
Forbes, it's what everybody bets on.
Yeah, everyone bets.
That's everyone's local.
Everyone
sports
looks
book.
at Forbes for their betting advice. It was the first thing that popped up on Google, but I would take over on 56.5.
I also would. Got anything else? Any other lines?
So I wanted to look at some prop bets. Some of the best ones. What color shirt is Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler. Oh,
Adam Levine gonna wear?
Levine.
Levine. I was reading it. It is Adam Levine. I'm sorry. Adam Levine. What color shirt is he gonna wear? Or which
are there
song?
options? Are there options, or is it just? Surely they give. That's not just a.
I think my favorite is he gonna wear a hat? Adam Levine gonna wear a hat?
No, he's gonna be
Or
showing
beanie.
off that bleach blonde hair.
Yeah, he's not a hat guy. He's never been a hat guy for me. What's his first song what song will he perform first?
It's gonna be an old Maroon 5 song.
You think so?
Yeah, pre 2009.
Pre 2009?
Pre 2009.
I
Maroon 5.
gotta find a better one. Forbes is not.
Yeah, your prop bets are. I need to know the options on that shirt.
But I like this first one is the first song is going to be "Sweet Victory."
There is a prop bet out there right now that you can bet on whether or not they're going to play that song, and they've been a lot of suggestions about what 442 prop bets. That's how many prop bets there are right now.
You're better with the betting lines and better in the bets and everything.
I had did I tell you about, I bet on an NFL weekend a couple weekends ago and I made $300?
Yes, I was with you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was with you. I hate you so much.
Oh, that's right. It was that weekend. It was the weekend we went to the
Can
game.
you try to find some of these better prop
All right,
bets than
you
me?
just fill the time. Nick, you want to
Yeah.
come take the mic while I'm getting the lines up here. You guys,
Nick's coming over. Welcome, Nick, to the show.
Welcome, Nick. Everybody cheer.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we love to have good guests.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have any ASMR for us?
It's the sound of my uncle blowing on the back of your neck. Very robust. I mean, very sturdy. His build is about 5'4", 230 pounds. Pure man. He grabs you, but you say no. But back in...
Okay.
let's
that was
stop.
pretty good.
Yes.
That was pretty good. We're getting all
Thank you.
bothered.
Yes, I understand.
But Nick is a student at UAH,
Yes.
the coolest school
Yes.
in the country.
Yes, the coolest school in the country. That's why I go there. Again, I'm very proud to be a UAH horse thing, and I will continue to be. So yes, that is where I go to school. My address is none of your business, and yeah, yes.
This is a really I can't find them either. I'm on ESPN. I can't find the prop bets. But
They're not going to have them. All right, I've got them.
okay,
He's got the prop bets. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Christian.
Thank you for that lead-in, sir. Okay, look, we'll go through it. Coin toss, heads or tails?
tails never fails.
There's got to be something good that rhymes for heads.
Heads is for winners.
Wow, that's a good rhyme.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say. Well, I know this. Jared Goff picks heads. He's picked heads.
I can't remember
several
what
times.
There's I can't remember how many times heads has won.
I don't know, they're both minus 105.
It's been duh.
Oh, look, Super Bowl MVP. I do have a dark horse for this.
C.J. Anderson.
C.J. Anderson actually has the 5th best odds.
I'm gonna take a defensive player. I'm gonna take either Aaron Donald or
Aaron Donald's got decent odds. He's plus 1,800.
I'll take Aaron Donald. Yeah.
Huh.
What's your? I like C.J. Anderson too for the
It depends on how healthy Todd
and for
Gurley
and
is.
for the I gotta pick some Patriots players.
Yeah, you're picking the Patriots. Yet all your picks are.
Julian Edelman or Trey Flowers.
That's a great. That's one of
baby.
one of my dark horse picks. Trey Flowers. All right, so this is what I've got. We're either gonna have. It can't be any receivers because if they for the Patriots, because if they have a good game, it's gonna be
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I could see it being James White for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Just because I could see him running for like 115
Sony
yards.
Michel,
Sony Michel, but he's got the. My phone just died. Let me see your phone.
Oh no.
Your phone. Plug mine up over the charger.
How'd you
over there.
not? Every time I'm here, your phone is.
It's a talent. It's a talent.
About to die. Every single time I'm here.
But who was I just talking about?
James White.
James White. He could run for like 100 yards and also catch like 10 passes for 75 yards.
For
just in the flats. Yeah.
I think so.
Go ahead.
What's the length of the national anthem?
Let me get to it. I gotta go down here.
It's usually at 150.
Who? Oh, this is. I will get down to it, but let me get. This has just got some of the top ones. Who will the Super Bowl MVP mention first in a speech? The choices are teammates, God, family or family member, owner, city, coach. He doesn't mention anyone.
God's always. God's in the lead there.
Agreed. I said first and foremost, I want to thank the big guy upstairs, and
Yes.
then he thanks his teammates, and then he thanks his coach, and then he thanks the city. I think it's mostly always in that order.
Yep.
And then maybe the owner, and then the city. City and owner are down there at the very.
I would
end.
say city and family.
Teammates is the favorite though at plus 175.
No, I'd take God. first.
God's getting screwed there.
Yeah.
God's
you hammer God right there.
Yeah. You just
Hammer the God pick right there.
Lay it down on God. How many plays will Tony Romo correctly predict during the game?
How many did he predict in the other games?
I don't know. I felt like I saw so many videos on Twitter of him predicting like hundreds of plays. It felt like.
What's the
over under is 7.5.
Under? I would say 6.
Okay.
5 or 6.
Who's Ted Rath?
Oh, who is that guy? I know that name.
I'm gonna give it a Google.
Is he the owner of the Rams?
I don't know.
No, that's
Kroenke.
Kroenke. He screwed St. Louis.
He's supposed to be getting a job. Oh no, he's the get back coach. He's the guy that holds him back.
That's right.
He's the guy that holds him back. How many times does he get mentioned?
Twice.
Over under's 3.5. So
I'm going
taking
under.
the under.
Once a half.
How many replays will be shown of Ted Rath holding Sean McVay back during the game? Over under 1.5.
Over.
Yeah, over for sure.
I'm going to say they're not going to mention it much, but they're going to show it.
Yeah. How many times do they mention Sean McVay's age? Over under 1.5.
Over.
Over for sure. There.
Over.
I might be taking. How long will it take Gladys Knight to sing the national anthem? Over under 1 minute 47 seconds.
Over.
I also think at the over. I think she's gonna.
How old is Gladys?
Well, with a name like Gladys, at least 107.
Well, I don't even know who this is. And that's kind of bad. Is that bad?
People will scream at you on the internet if you say that. I saw that because I almost did that, and then I saw somebody tweet it, and boy, let me tell you, it was a mistake for them.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm her biggest fan.
Yes, me too. Her first album is my favorite.
Yep.
I remember listening to it back on the old.
What was the first song on the album, Aaron? I can't.
It's been so long. I listened to it in 1906. Back on the xylophone.
You listened to it on the xylophone?
Yeah. And
all right.
What are you questioning? She gave me a performance on the xylophone of her whole album, a live performance.
You know what a xylophone is, right?
Yeah.
What's a xylophone?
That's the thing. You have the little tongue things, and you hit it, and it makes nice noises.
Yes, you're right.
And she sang with it. And it was a live performance on the xylophone.
On the xylophone. For you.
For me only.
That's amazing. But you know how long this national anthem is going to be.
Yeah, over 147.
Over? Yeah.
She puts a little sauce on it.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it. Yeah.
Will Gladys Knight be wearing a skirt, dress, or gown to sing the national anthem? Yes.
Gown.
No? So, yes, I agree. I don't think she'll be wearing pants. She doesn't strike me as a pants person.
No, not.
She doesn't actually. Last time
we're
I
a
saw
Gladys
her wearing
first
pants
podcast
was,
here, so yeah, we're a Gladys podcast.
Will Gladys Knight forget to or omit a word from the national anthem? No, she doesn't forget things.
No, she's.
Will any player take a D during the national anthem?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I don't think anybody from the Patriots will. I think there will be someone from the Rams that will.
No.
All right. Fair enough. We disagree.
They won't show it though.
No, but it's just will any player take a knee during the national anthem? So do you think they won't show it or somebody won't do it?
How will we know if they won't show it?
Well, somebody there will be. Somebody. Bovada's got eyes everywhere.
Bovada always knows.
Yeah.
I still say no. I would bet.
Well,
Is yes the favorite?
Yes, it's the favorite.
I'd still say no.
Will any scoring drive take less time than it takes Gladys Knight to sing the national anthem?
Yes.
I agree. This is good. How many times will Donald Trump tweet on February 3rd? Not during the game, on February 3rd.
What's his average?
Over under 6.
I don't follow Donald Trump on Twitter.
I don't know what his average tweets per day is.
No,
Nick, how many tweets per day by Donald Trump? Can we stats department?
Call on stats department. That's why you're here.
Just make up a
number. 4.1.
4.1.
0.1 is a draft.
Oh, okay. 4.1, and that 0.1 is his draft. So every 10th day, he fires one out of the drafts.
Thank you to our newest producer, Nick.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, naughty Nick. We keep him in the back. You know why?
Yes, because I love that booty.
Oh yes, that too. Will Trump attend the game?
Has he been to a Super Bowl?
I mean, I would assume he's been to one. He's been around for a long time.
Has he been? Did he go last year?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Man,
great question. I don't know the answer.
I say no. I say he will not be there.
I agree. What color will the Gatorade be? Let's pour it on the game-winning couch.
I'm gonna go with
this is
clear
easy for me.
Water.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go water.
Wow, that's plus 400. You're getting the second worst odds.
I'm going water.
I'm gonna go yellow. Yellow, green, and lime all count as one, and I'm betting on that one.
I'm going water.
Let's see. I'm gonna go find a more interesting one. What will happen to the price of Bitcoin during the Super Bowl?
That's a good one. What's the
price is more or less at the end of the game. So when the game starts and when the game ends, is going to be lower or higher.
I need to look at what's going on with Bitcoin.
How many songs will be played during the halftime show?
What is it? It's over under
7.5.
Ooh,
it's a lot. It's only like a 30-minute halftime show. I think it might be like 7.
6 or 7, but still under.
Which Maroon 5 song will be played first?
It's going to be "Sweet Victory." Well, which
not
Maroon
one of the
5?
choices. Not one of the choices.
Which Maroon 5 song though?
Yeah. "She Will Be Loved." I'm telling you, it'll be an old Maroon 5 song. It's "This Love" or "She Will Be Loved."
What's number one?
"One More Night." It's a more recent one.
I must go more recent. They want to get one.
Animals, Girls Like You. If I knew Cardi B was going to be there, I would say Girls Like You.
Animals.
Heartbeat. I could see Animals. Moves Like Jagger will for sure be played.
That might be. I'm changed. I'm gonna go to "Moves Like Jagger." That's a good upbeat song
to get it going.
Fair
enough. Predominant color of Adam Levine's top: black or any other color. The black's the favorite, like a strong favorite, a 2-1 favorite.
Any other color. He's going shirtless.
Oh wow! There's the hat one.
No hat. Definitely no hat.
Will a non-QB throw a touchdown?
No.
Okay. Will either kicker hit the upright or crossbar on a missed field goal or extra point attempt?
No. Both kickers are pretty good.
I think so too. Will the Chick-fil-A franchise in Mercedes-Benz Stadium be open on Super Bowl Sunday? I think they've already announced this. It won't be open.
Yeah, why would... Yeah, no.
It won't be open. I don't know why you can even bet on that. I would put tons of money on that. It's not going to be open.
No.
I'm not going to do that just for them. Will the Super Bowl winning team visit the White House? If it's the Patriots, yes. If the Rams win, no.
I think they will accept it, though.
Oh, some people might go. Some people will not go. I don't know if this means the whole team.
I think both teams will. Yes.
God, you can pick how many commercials will run during the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh.
Over under 96.
I don't know what the usual.
I feel like it's close to 96 then, if that's what you.
Yeah.
You can bet on which commercials will appear first: Doritos or Pringles.
Doritos.
Bubbly or Pepsi.
That's They're owned by the same.
Which there's all these options. Which one will appear first? And they give you two options: Expensify or TurboTax.
TurboTax.
Avocados from Mexico or Planters.
Planners.
Audi or Kia.
Audi.
Hyundai or Mercedes Benz.
The Benz, baby.
Okay, now we've got all the beers: Budweiser, Bud Light, Stella, Michelob, or Bon and
Which one
Bibbs
goes
by
first?
Seltzer. Yeah, which one's going to appear first? It's not Budweiser.
They usually have the.
It's towards the end, and it makes you want to cry.
I'm gonna go Michelob.
Okay, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Okay. You can bet on the first touchdown.
Who scores the first touchdown?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Rams.
And it's all almost football bets after this one.
Okay. Well, those are pretty good. I like those.
Oh, now there's tons of field goal props. Defense and special team props, quarterback props, rushing props, receiving props. There's 442 of them. So we're done. We're done. We're at the very end.
All right.
A list of just us listing off props there.
Yeah, no, that was good. Everyone discovered we're a big Gladys Knight.
Huge Gladys Knight fan.
It's Gladys Knight or McKnight?
It's Knight.
Knight?
Knight. You're clearly not a huge fan.
Come on. No, I am a huge fan. She changed her name back in the 30s.
39, I believe.
Yeah.
But hey, her true fans know that. Yeah, so Rams are going to win.
Oh, I know who Gladys Knight is. Yeah.
38 to 30.
Oh, and it's definitely going to be longer than 147.
Yeah.
Definitely. She's a great singer. She's going to belt it out. Gladys Knight and the Pips.
How long was Whitney Houston?
Midnight Train to Georgia.
How long was Whitney Houston's? Long, I feel like. Very long.
All right, most of her videos on here of her singing are over 3 minutes. 4 minutes, 4.5.
Okay,
5.
so it's going to take her a long time to sing it.
Yep.
Uh,
I don't know how long Whitney Houston's was. I don't know.
I feel like it was long.
But yeah, you're taking the Rams. I'm taking
Yeah.
the Patriots.
I think Aaron Donald is going to have a monster game.
I hope he does.
And if he
'Cause he's
doesn't
mine.
have one, Dante Fowler's going to have a huge game because they're so focused on him.
Yes. I think the Rams defense will do really well.
I think Marcus Peters is going to get torched.
Really?
Yes.
By who?
Depends on if they keep him on Julian Edelman, then
If he's guarding
if they keep him
Gronk,
on Hogan, if he has to guard whoever's on the outside, and then it's Gronk or Edelman, I think he's done. If he has to guard Hogan, Dorsett, any of those guys, I think he's fine.
but whoever, I mean, Gronk's doing really well right now. He's catching everything.
Yeah. It's a large
We
player.
talked about some of the talked about commercials for a second there.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, what were some of your favorite commercials from the Super Bowl past?
Man, you know the commercial where the football player's walking off the field, and Mean Joe Green, and he gives his jersey to the kid, and the kid gives him a Coke. That's probably my favorite Super Bowl commercial I've seen in person.
In person.
Because
that one's from 2007.
Yes. No, it's from much earlier than that. I've been
It's
around
from
for
the
a long
80s.
time. I'm an old soul.
I forgot you were there for Gladys Knight's first album.
Yeah. Nick, you got any favorite Super Bowl commercials?
No, sir.
When's the last Super Bowl you watched?
That would be in 1997.
Who was playing in that Super Bowl?
I think it was what's the team with the animal mascot? You know what? I don't remember.
That's fair. You were just a wee little boy.
Yeah, I was just being born.
Yeah.
I was forced to watch it.
It was on the TV.
No, I like there was an Oreo one a couple of years ago where it was they were all in a library and all these terrible things were happening, but they were having to whisper. But it was an Oreo commercial for some reason. I don't remember.
That's good.
The Doritos commercials are always. Oh, there's one where they put out the mouse trap and they catch the mouse, but it's actually like an overgrown, like huge, like 7 foot tall mouse, and it just comes out and smacks the shit out of the guy who set the trap. What else? Every Budweiser commercial ever.
Yeah. I like the What's Up. What's Up?
Yeah, that's a good one. There was a really sad one a couple of years ago that just made me sad.
You Can Save Me. My parents are dead, but you can save me.
No,
Was it an Allstate commercial?
It was an insurance commercial, but it was like I remember when I did this. I remember, or it's like, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done this. And then the very last thing in the commercial was like, but I can't because I'm dead.
Yes.
And it's because I got hit by like a drunk driver or something.
Yep.
It's like, I got it. No, drunk driving's bad. I was just trying to enjoy the Super Bowl though. Like, thank you.
My favorite is the local commercials.
Oh man,
The Alabama Hammer has some good ones.
Shannara will for sure. Be
The guy in Auburn. Who had
he had the rapper.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember, but it was awful. It was a terrible
Rick
commercial.
Rick Jones. Rick.
I don't know.
It's Rick Jones. His name's Rick Jones, or something.
Something like that.
But
there's gonna be good commercials this year too. I've seen a couple teasers. The dude's gonna be back.
we're gonna get a Star Wars.
No. Chance.
Not trailer. We're gonna get like a title reveal, something like a quick 30-second title reveal.
I don't think we're getting anything.
I think we'll get something.
You want to bet on it?
No.
Okay.
I don't feel that confident.
Yeah. Hey, Bev.
Hello.
Bev's here.
Bev just joined. So now we got Naughty Nick in the peanut gallery, and Bev has just joined the room, and our cat Trixie is running wild right now. But yeah, so we got a full house in here.
Full house.
Nick, why don't you come join us up here? We can pass it back and forth. Come on, get out of the peanut gallery.
We're almost done with football.
We're almost done with football, and you'll be able to join.
We'll
in
talk
for a
about
little
video
more.
games here in a second.
Yeah, video games, comics, movies. Avengers in-game trailer. I would be willing to bet we're not getting anything for Star Wars.
Captain Marvel.
Yep, we'll get Captain Marvel. Do you think we'll get any live? I bet we get Aladdin. I bet we'll get. I don't think we'll get Dumbo because there's already been 2 trailers for that.
Yeah, I don't know what we'll get.
You think we'll get Lion King? I could see us getting a Lion
King. I've just read something. There are not going to be as many movie trailers this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get something from Netflix like the Cloverfield Paradox from last year?
Something that will come out that next day
or
that night?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so too. I think Netflix is going to drop something that comes out that night.
Maybe not that night, but like something, a movie that they've bought that they are going to release.
They've been hanging on to, and
yes.
they're going to drop it. Agreed.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to say something. Nick, would you be willing to be on the episode of right after the Super Bowl?
Sure.
All right, good enough. Do you want to watch the Super Bowl with us and then review it from a non-football perspective?
Sure.
And you can say your favorite parts.
Yes. Sure.
Good deal. Good deal.
Sure.
Yeah. We'll just force.
Yes.
What was that?
I'm being held captive. That's right.
Hey, get that away from him.
That's not true.
Put the duct tape back on his mouth.
No, so we'll do that. We'll have a little review at the end.
Sounds good. All right. So let's move away from the Super Bowl. We talked enough about it. Good prop bets coming in.
So Rams in 6.
Rams in 6.
They'll get the goal.
Well,
they'll win the Stanley Cup.
Patriots in 7.
Wow, that's a big prediction by you.
7 hours. They're going to be playing for 7 hours.
All right, so what's next?
I wrote down Auburn basketball. Is there any hope?
Yeah, they're going to be fine.
Yep, I think so too.
They're going to make
the sky isn't falling that much. I saw a bracket today, 7 seed playing
like we played
playing Indiana.
Yeah, we played great in our out of conference. Look, the SEC is going to get 9 to 10 teams in.
9 to 10.
The SEC is really good. I said this in our preseason basketball.
I think they'll get 7 or 8.
No,
they're not going to get 9 or 10. I don't think they did enough in out of conference.
I could name you for sure 8 teams right now that I think we're going to get in.
What other 2? I know the 8. What other 2 that are
Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi State? What am I at? 3. Alabama, not Alabama. I'm just going for the sure. Auburn, Ole Miss, Missouri. It's Missouri. What?
They're 1 game over 500 total.
South Carolina's going to get in.
They're 500.
I know, but
they're 10 and 10.
Yes, but they're 6-1 in the conference.
They lost to Wyoming. I don't think South Carolina has to go. They lost tonight to Tennessee by 22. So
I saw that they were talking a lot of trash. Tennessee is good.
Yes,
let me stick there.
Tennessee is good.
Tennessee's going to win the SEC this year.
Yes,
and they are going to probably lose in the SEC tournament, but they're going to win the SEC.
Yes, I think, and They're good enough to be Final Four.
I need to pull the rankings up in front of me. I'm convinced I can find 9 teams to get in.
I don't think Missouri is going to get in.
Nick, your thoughts?
I think you're absolutely correct of what you said in the past couple minutes.
Wow, look, that's a real supporter there.
I don't know why I don't have enough service in your house.
I don't know either. Oh well, it's fine. We weren't talking about. Oh yeah, we were talking about Auburn basketball. Auburn's going to be fine. They just gotta figure it out on the defensive end. That's where they're getting killed right now.
I do too. I think so.
They play hard for 15 seconds, and then as soon as a team runs a little bit too much offense on them, they're fouling a lot right now.
Yeah,
They
Mizzou
foul
is
all the time.
10-8.
Okay.
All right, so you got Tennessee, LSU, Kentucky.
Oh, LSU for sure getting in. Yeah. If Vanderbilt hadn't had their best player get hurt, I think they would get in too. But their best player got hurt.
And they're 0-6 in the conference.
Yes, but because their best player got hurt.
Yes. So you got Tennessee, LSU, Kentucky, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Alabama, Florida, Arkansas, Auburn.
Okay, I think all of those teams are getting in.
You think Arkansas is getting in?
Yes.
Florida?
Yes.
I don't think Florida's getting in. I think they're going to be a top seed in the NIT.
That's fair. Well, how many teams was that? It sounded like 8 teams to me.
I said 7 or 8.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
7 or 8.
Like,
9 or
we're
10.
not that different. We're not that different.
9 or 10, though, that's a
It's
lot.
a lot. Yeah, it's a
That's
lot.
Big Ten. We'd have to be doing as good as the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And Big Ten's doing really well this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Auburn's going to be fine. People think the sky's falling.
There's a lot of negative Auburn fans on the internet.
Yes. All right, we're going to take a break and get an ad in. And Aaron and I have big news when we come back.
I'm going to have a nice, cool beverage.
Yes. We have big news. Future of the podcast depends on it. It's going to be pretty cool. We'll be right back. Here's an ad for
I can't wait to hear this news.
lint rollers. Lint rollers. Do you have pets? I know.
Or just hairy people.
Or are you just a hairy person?
Dandruff?
Or friends with a hairy person and hug them a lot?
Or yeah, you just got stuff all over you.
Or you just get stuff all over you. Lint rollers. They're sticky paper substance that you roll on yourself that picks up.
No, I've heard that before.
Whoa. Weird. What do you have to say about lint rollers, Nick?
I'd like to say thank you for the water, Aaron. And lint rollers have been a big part of my life. Honestly, they saved me from getting into drugs. They've stopped me from becoming the worst person I could be. So if you support lint rollers, you support me. Kids like me are on the streets. We look terrible. We have cat hair all over us. And sometimes you just need to give someone a chance. So please do that. Go lint rollers.
Sometimes a chance is all it takes, my friend. Sometimes a chance is all it takes.
Lint rollers.
A lint roller a day could save a kid's life.
Lint rollers.
Please send at least $1. We have a PayPal account set up at lazysundaypodcast@gmail.com.
Or just text me at 256. And we're back.
Did we go anywhere?
That's the thing about
text
we've been
you
gone.
text you at 256.
What are you talking about? That was the ad read for lint
Oh,
rollers.
did we record that at a previous time?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was a pre-recorded ad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know
we just stuck that in there.
Lint rollers are a great part of our help us put on the podcast every week.
Yeah. What do they provide us with? Clean linens.
Clean linens, cat hairless free linens.
So what's your big news, Armin?
All right, this is big news. Big for the podcast. Big for the future of the podcast.
We're trying to be big boy podcasters. Put on our big boy podcast pants.
Yep.
It's just sweatpants.
Aaron and I have. It's really not that big of news. It's just kind of cool.
Huge news.
It's just kind of cool.
I told all my friends and family about it.
It's about I would put it at a 5% chance that this happens.
I was waiting for that number.
5% chance, but Aaron and I both applied for media passes at the Star Wars Celebration 2019 in Chicago. Did you apply?
I forgot to apply. I'm going to be honest with you.
I finished the application, and
But I do think I want to go this year, whether or not
they're out of it. Tickets are sold out.
Scalpers. Can I fake a media pass?
No, but if one of us gets it, it only works for one of us. We can't just share it. Or we could share it, but then one person's just going to be stuck.
You ever seen the movie with Brad Pitt? Not Brad Pitt. Who's in Good Will Hunting?
That would be Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, where he's got the conjoined twins. What's the name of that movie?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Nobody.
Just apply for one.
We'll just pretend to be conjoined twins.
No. Apply for it because we need all the.
Okay, I will apply for it. I really forgot.
You really forgot.
Yeah, I really forgot.
But still, the podcast has a 5% chance of going to the Star Wars Celebration. Since we might have the opportunity to do that, here soon we're going to be having some very Star Wars centric episodes.
Well, yeah, because I'm very like a lot of stuff that's going on there. Clone Wars is coming back. They saved the Clone Wars. Episode 9.
Mandalorian.
We're going to see probably footage from that. We'll probably see a couple episodes from Clone Wars.
Books and comics are out.
Apparently there's a lot of good artists going this year. They're going to have a lot more art.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I want to read.
There's all kinds of panels. Sam Witwer is going to be everywhere.
I want to see
I'm a huge fan.
I want to go to more of the next year we'll apply to be on the podcasting stage. Might go up there at midnight and podcast. But
is that a thing?
Yeah, they have a podcaster stage. I follow the Beyond the Outer Rim podcast on Twitter, and they are going to be there at the show at Star Wars Celebration podcasting live one day. Shout out to them. They followed me and liked one of my tweets.
Wow, they followed you.
Yeah, followed the
podcast.
the pod lazy.
Oh, what they like?
We said something about Star Wars, and they liked it.
I love that. Like for a like.
Yep,
in my book.
Yep, follow for a follow for them.
Yeah. Nick, are you team follow back?
I currently have no social media because of an on-pending lawsuit. I'm not going to go into it, but yes.
Is that because you followed someone in real life?
No. We were playing a game of hide and go seek, but the thing is, she was not aware that I was seeking. Anyway.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Just due to legal terms.
Legal application.
Yeah, we can't speak about that anymore.
Dang it, Aaron. Or dang it, Nick.
Yeah. Naughty Nick.
Aaron, you too. Naughty Nick.
Naughty Nick.
All right. New segment on the show. Aaron and Bev have gotten a new cat. Another one, along with Trixie. So we're going to give you a cat update. Cat update.
Okay, so as you all know, we got Trixie.
Nick, go check on the other cat. And let us know from the bathroom what's going on with her.
And we got a new cat who was stuck in between two things of concrete.
She is a traumatized kitten.
She is a traumatized kitten. 2 months old, 2.5 months old, about 2 pounds. And she just barely walks. She's the nicest thing. She purrs like crazy.
And Nick, what do you have to say, Nick?
What's the update?
Give us a vocal update.
It looks pretty good from here. I think it's pretty awkward to pee in front of it because it looks like she's staring at you while you're peeing. I'm pee shy, so this cat is not for me, but congratulations, you two.
So we've put her in the guest bathroom, and she literally doesn't move. So when you go in there to pee, she literally stares at you the whole time.
And that has been cat update.
Yeah, but she's the best. She's really nice. She has trouble pooping right now. She's a big poop problem, but she's a good cat. We bought a cat tree for Trixie. She's all over it.
And that has been cat update.
No, are you sure we don't need to keep going?
We don't need to keep going.
I think people need to hear more about the cat.
No, this is it.
Should we get correspondent Bev McMichael for cat updates?
This would be her subject. Let me tell you.
Well, we found Bev's new podcast idea, Cat Update, where she just talks about cats.
Cat Daily.
Cat Update. That's it.
Hey, fair enough.
That's the name.
Okay, that's the name of it. All right. That's the cat update, though. No, we got a new cat, Trudy. A lot of people hating on the name because they say it sounds like an old woman, but I don't care. That's her name.
Let's go. All right. Let's go into some movies here. Movie news, movies, video games. Right now, I want to get your thoughts on the Oscar nominations. We didn't talk about it last week. We went pretty long. We didn't go that long last week. We went to our normal amount.
Like just about an hour.
Yeah. What do you thoughts on the Oscar nominations? Anything that stood out to you? Do you care?
I like the Oscars. I like the show they put on. I do think it's dumb for some of these categories. They expanded them to 10, and then they didn't nominate 10 movies.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
dumb.
that's very dumb. And let me put this out there first. I'm not. I don't dislike the movie Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
The Black Panther.
It was a very good comic book movie. It was not even the best comic book movie from last year. It should not have been nominated for Best Picture. It should have been Best Production Design.
Costumes, I thought were good.
Costumes.
Not special effects, because the special effects...
Best Original Soundtrack, I thought it should have been
Yep.
nominated for, but not Best Picture.
No, it was not.
But the thing is it didn't receive nominations for any of those other things, and then it got Best Picture.
I didn't think it was the best. Yeah, it was not the best comic book movie of the year. It was just The Lion King
Well, hey.
in a comic.
What do we know?
Yeah, I know. We watch a lot of comic book movies, read comics. We know nothing. But I agree.
Nick, your thoughts?
I disagree with that. I think Black Panther, even though I have not seen it, is one of the best movies ever, Best Picture. However, I am in the process of trying to write Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
I think that was a good movie.
You've seen Into the Spider-Verse.
No, I have not. But it looks cool. I've heard that Sunflower is interesting, an interesting song, so yes. And also, yes, Spider-Verse in theaters now.
I would agree with that, Nick. I think it should have won Best Picture as well, and Best Animated.
I think it was the second best comic book movie from last year.
Besides Infinity War.
Besides Infinity War is just it's a
Good
feat.
culmination. Yeah, I also think Infinity War should have been nominated ahead of Black Panther.
Yeah. Think of all the pressure that was on Infinity War.
Yeah.
To be good.
I think the reason why, though, it wasn't is because it was kind of broken into a part one. It's more of a part one.
It wasn't called part one, but it was a part one.
Yeah.
I understand.
But that I can't tell you the last time I watched the Oscars. I keep up with it on Twitter and then read the rest in the morning and get outraged then.
Fair enough. That's what America, man. We're just one big outrage machine.
But I get outraged for 30 minutes, go read one article, and then I'm like, ugh.
And then
go to the next
it's just an award thing that's not going to affect you at all.
Yeah, 30 minutes. I get it for 30 minutes. Get outraged for 30 minutes, and then I'm done.
Nick, what are you outraged about these days?
I'm outraged that, again, I'm part of the Free the Boob movement. I think that women should wear no bras. I think that it's an insult that, women have to cover up that when they're not even, parts that we consider illuminating in the fact of that we find it attractive. I think that the Free the Boob movement is starting to gain a little traction, and I think that they look like squid eyes. So, yes.
Well, you and I both have boobs, and we don't wear bras.
Well, again, my boobs are voluptuous, and I've been told that they accent my body in a way that makes my maternal instincts kicked in as a male figure.
That's some deep thoughts there by Nick. Outraged about the what movement?
I'm not outraged about it. I'm part of the Free the Boob movement. I'm outraged about that women have to wear bras. That is why I'm outraged.
So, first, Naughty Nick, put it out there first, anti-bra. Anti-bra.
Or bra. Female.
Oh, how was that?
Bra.
Okay. All right, fair enough. All
Braziers.
Right, I'm kind of like you. I just pay attention to Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Actress. Those nominations. Other stuff I'm not really that into.
I haven't watched the Oscars in a long time.
Suicide Squad's an Academy Award winning film.
It is.
Which is absurd.
It's absurd.
And Nick, are you a Suicide Squad fan?
I am 100% not. I have to say that movie, again, was awful. Jared Leto should be ashamed.
Have you seen it?
Stone him.
Yeah, have you seen this one?
I have. I have seen it. It was an insult. It was an insult to everything DC stands for. Bev McMichael, now Bev Christian, again, sorry. She's an avid DC girl, and she would back me up on this.
Well, I just want to segue from Suicide Squad to new Birds of Prey teaser trailer.
Looked good.
Yes, I thought it did look good. What did you think of Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad? And then give us your thoughts on Birds of Prey.
I thought Harley Quinn was one of the main... Okay, I'll grab the microphone. I have the microphone now. I thought Harley Quinn was one of the better developed characters in that, and I think that Birds of Prey will really shine upon that, as if a ray of light is coming down from the sky and almost sort of illuminating her in a light that we've never seen before. Almost as if, Simba was being born, but Simba in this sense is a metaphorical analogy for Harley Quinn, and that is that she will be birthed in a new generation and will help everybody else in the long run for the DC universe.
So do you know who's in Birds of Prey other than Harley Quinn?
No, I do not. But yes, that is. Yes.
Obi-Wan's in it.
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
He is in it.
Oh, that is interesting.
I think he's playing Black Mask.
Oh, I thought he was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Black Mask, he's got a mask. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Not a really good character. But, however, sometimes the worst characters are the best, but not Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad. Jared Leto, if you're listening to this, and if you are, first off, kudos to you. But second off, you suck.
That has been our in-depth discussion on Harley Quinn and Jared Leto in the movie Suicide Squad.
Yep.
From Now to Nick.
From the rafters, coming down on Jared Leto right there. No, but I think Birds of Prey looks good. It's got Huntress,
Black Canary,
Black Mask,
sweet.
Zaz. A lot of good characters in there. A lot of good actors and actresses too.
I agree.
Yeah.
My favorite trailer from this week was definitely The Boys Netflix series.
Okay, so what is The Boys about? Because I don't know anything about it other than the trailer.
All right, so it's a comic book universe. There are superheroes are real, but they're terrible people and they're terrible at their job. And there's a group of superheroes, kind of like the Justice League, but they're just all really bad. And they're called the Seven. But then, so the government wants to monitor these superheroes, and so they hire these CIA. The CIA hires people to watch over them, watch over the superheroes, and they call themselves the Boys. And
Are there any girls in The Boys?
yes,
Misleading name.
yes, and it's them they beat up these superheroes and keep them in check.
Is Seth Rogen behind this?
Yes,
Okay, that's what I thought. I
looks
like
pretty.
what he did with Preacher, so I'm interested.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting, but yeah.
Nick, thoughts on The Boys?
I think it's a great name for a boys band. However, I have not researched in the depth about this new show, but I'm intrigued because it sounded interesting when Armin was explaining it. Again, Armin, he's the person that makes this. I'm just here against my will. Okay, and we're back.
Well, it was good. It was more from Nick. Yeah. I'll just throw it to Nick occasionally, see what he's got going on over there.
Another good trailer out this week was for Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Another thing I did not know was coming, and I've never heard of it, but I thought it looked really good.
Yes, I did too. Is it 47 umbrellas are born or something?
Yep.
People as umbrellas, they're just walking around as umbrellas and
The baby pops out of them. They open up the umbrella, and the baby falls out.
little baby umbrella.
How'd that baby get up there?
How'd that baby umbrella get up there?
No, Nick, no, that's not how it happens.
I actually know how it happened.
Can you explain
Whoa, Nick knows how it happens.
Can you explain the miracle of childbirth to us?
I can't. So this is what I learned on the bathroom walls. So there's an animal called a stork. What happens is there's a female, particularly one with, the parts, and the stork will almost do a nosedive, like if it was a kamikaze plant. What happens is when it gets a little low air pressure, I can't even talk. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous about talking about this. But the stork's wings will cause a drag and an influctuation of air protruding from the back, and that stork will nosedive into the woman. What happens is it will then get the woman's order.
Wait, the stork goes into the woman.
Yes,
Okay.
it's I imagine through osmosis or some type of scientific process. What happens is the stork then gets the order from the woman, and then the stork then flies
like
out.
McDonald's. The stork, the woman.
I wouldn't say McDonald's. I'd say more like a Panera Bread. They make sure the healthy ingredients, and then the stork will fly out, and then go back to HQ. I imagine in the sky or some type of bird utopia most like the movie Zootopia.
Are they all storks though?
I would say no. I think they're big inclusive of diversity. Pretty sure there's bird law against it. And then the stork will come back with the order, and then
And the order being the baby.
the order being the baby, and he will put it inside the mom or the woman, as people call it. And then the stork will leave, and then sometimes the mom will have to go back and call the stork and say, "You got my order wrong." And the next thing you know, you got to go to the manager, HR. It's a whole bird catastrophe. But again, the main point is
Bird
this.
catastrophe.
Margot Robbie is in Birds of Prey, and she's Harley Quinn. And that's what the takeaway from this is. Hashtag Birds of Prey. Hashtag I've not seen it. I don't know who's in it. Thank you.
And
Doesn't come out till next year. So.
And that's Nick on Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, so that's how the babies come around in Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Fair enough.
It explains why there are no fathers in the mother. Just
Yes,
it's a rush delivery.
that explains a lot of that show. Thank you, Nick.
No problem. Research.
There was a monkey man in that show.
Yes. Apparently, in the comic, there's a man with the body of a gorilla and the face of a man.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Does he have?
I don't know if it's proportionate either. If he just has a regular human-sized head and it's a...
Talk about your weird baby order.
Yeah, that's... Hey, yeah.
Big
probably.
big baby mix up there.
Yeah, someone got their order wrong.
Yep. Damn. Yeah, that's enough with
Yeah,
with
the Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella
Watch it on Netflix. It's coming out soon. It's like February 15th.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sure it's February 15th.
It's sometime in February. Aaron and I have, with his generous idea of buying DC Universe,
Oh yes,
we've been
yes.
watching and keeping up with Young Justice.
Yeah,
Great show.
Nick, have you caught up with that?
No, I have not.
Okay, well then we won't spoil it here.
It's okay. I can handle spoilers. I'm a big kid. Brought to you by Pampers.
Okay, spoilers brought to you by Pampers. Brought to you by Nick.
Don't spoil yourself.
This is a lit roller. This is
Officer.
Sorry, lit rolling
If you
podcast.
spoiled yourself and you have cat hair on it, use a lint roller. Lint rollers. Keeping America clean since 19 something.
But yeah, Young Justice has been much more adult, and
Yes,
much more adult themed than it has been, and good. I like it.
it's good.
Yeah.
There's some characters in it that you're like, okay, that person's definitely bad. They are bad in every show or every iteration of the character. Why would they not be bad? And then they
and then they're
try to
bad.
do a twist that person's bad. And guess what? You knew the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, good show. I enjoy it. Look forward for Friday or Saturday when I watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Did you watch? We've been watching that. I got back into Spider-Man, the 2 new suits, Bombastic Batman, and the Future Foundation suit.
What? Okay, I know what the Bombastic Bagman's from. I don't know what the Future Foundation suit is.
He joins the Fantastic Four later, and they all wear those white suits.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. It looks cool. That's for sure.
Is Square Enix ever going to talk about the Avengers game they're working on?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Nick, do you think they are?
That's a negative.
Are you interested in the Square Enix Avengers game?
No, sir.
Is there any games you are interested in?
No comment.
Yeah,
Fair
what
enough.
game? Here. Yeah, that's our... we don't have to talk. We talked about the Spider-Man suits.
Oh, I'm going
We
to
talked
watch Reign of the Supermen, probably tonight or
tonight
tomorrow. or
when I
sometime
leave
this
here.
week.
I am watching that.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that. Looks good.
Nick, what video game coming out this is we're going to move into our last segment here, or last 2 segments. First, we want Nick to give us a video game he's looking forward to that's coming out within this year.
Yeah, this year. This year. And
Nick
then-
has been our
and then-
special guest
and then we'll each
in this
get one.
episode, and
You don't look too excited now.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Ladies, if you don't know, I'm single. I'm a nerd, as they call it. We'll get to
I thought you were married to the game.
I'm sending this out later.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Kanye Twitty. I'm just kidding. The game I'm looking forward The game I'm looking forward to is a game which is coming out this week. Again, will not come out this week, but there's been constant reveals on it. It's called Devil May Cry 5. It's a combat system. Looks phenomenal. I think it has real potential. I've never played one in the series. Again, unlike I've seen every DC movie pretty much out there, as we've seen in the podcast. But, yeah, it has a good combat system. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, those are my thoughts.
What made you interested in it?
What made me interested in it?
I'm just going to keep this going for you.
Yeah, I know. I'd have to say what interested me in it is, the word devil is in it. And May, which sometimes an adverb, but sometimes
a month.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and also cry. I do that often, alone in my dark room when I think of Marley and me. So, and then 5 is the number of toes I have on my feet.
And that's important.
Yes, that's important.
Both feet?
No comment.
Okay.
Here you go. Back to you.
All right, that's Nick's looking forward to game. Armin, you got a game you're looking forward to?
Why don't you take this one first?
All right. Anthem just had their VIP demo, and I am...
Are you a VIP?
No, I did not participate. They have an open demo coming up this Friday that I'm going to play because I want to see how the VIP demo went first. And other than the server issues where nobody could log in, apparently the gameplay it's a mix of Warframe and it's more Warframe and Diablo than it is Destiny or The Division, which means it's just it's all PvE, which I like a lot. I'm much more into the PvE than the PvP. Plus, you can get super loaded out classes where they don't have to worry about balancing issues or anything like that. You can just boost your guy all the way up and be fine. And then the flight system, the combat system, it looks like all 4 javelins play completely differently, which is kind of different than Destiny, where the Titan, the Warlock, and the Ranger all play very similar other than a few little things. So I'm just looking forward to that. I'm going to try the demo out this weekend. Might get into it. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Oh, also, the Dreams beta. They're finally starting to release stuff from Dreams, which is like a pretty much a game engine that they're releasing for as a game now. And people are like recreating games. Like somebody recreated a bunch of Link stuff, Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy. Like they're just using it for a bunch of cool stuff. So
cool. I'm going to go, if this game comes out this year, I'll be very surprised, but I'm going to go with the Star Wars game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
It's coming out. It's confirmed.
You never know, though.
It's confirmed. I'm not expecting a delay. EA can't mess this up.
No, well, I think they will, and I think this is going to be the last game EA
I also agree.
releases.
Unless it's a hit, and then I think...
I don't, even if it's a hit,
I think Respawn might get another chance at it. Because Respawn is the one developing the game. EA is publishing it.
I think Star Wars is going to do, or Lucasfilm is going to make it where EA is not the only sole provider of games.
Yes. Well, like EA's not developing this game because they
kind of botched it.
Well, yeah, and they're letting Respawn, the people who did Titanfall 2, develop this game, and then they are just publishing it. They're just sending it out. They're pretty much funding it. They're the producers of it.
I'm excited for this game. This year, I looked at some of the games coming out. I'm not as excited this year as I was like last year for games coming out because we had Red Dead, Spider-Man,
I think there's something that
Super Mario Brothers, or not Super Mario Brawl, or Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Something
that hasn't been announced yet, I feel like will be the best game from this year. Something that hasn't been announced to come out this year.
You know how video games are. When they're announced, they're like 6 years out. You're 6 years out from it.
There's no chance Cyberpunk comes out this year. Yeah.
Is it 2021?
That's gonna be a next gen game. Yeah. I think at least. One of their creative leads just left though, so that's kind of troubling.
Do we want to move to our last segment, or do you want to call it?
Let's do one more segment.
One more segment. This is, since Nick is joining us on the podcast today, we had a conversation earlier tonight about conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah.
And so, since Nick is here, he's a very good conspiracy theorist. Probably one of the top in the country, I think.
Well, every time you see a blacked out person with their voice modulated on a conspiracy show. It's actually Nick.
Probably.
So yeah.
He's a man of many talents. But yeah, we're going to get into we'll say our favorite conspiracy theory. Got a Trixie was staring at the cat.
Oh yeah, she does that. Yeah, she does that.
But yeah, here's my, since I went last, here's my favorite conspiracy theory. Let's see, what is my favorite conspiracy theory?
Nick, do you have yours ready?
Yes.
Okay, Nick has his conspiracy theory ready right now.
I do. My favorite conspiracy theory is the Slovian Pass. So, yes.
What is that? I haven't heard of the Slovian Pass.
No, of course you haven't. It's essentially about 4 Russian teens went camping and they went hiking up into a mountain, and then they came back and they died.
Okay, always good for conspiracy when there's some deaths.
And what happened is during the funeral, their bodies started glowing orange, and they tested them for radioactivity, and it was like a 4.5. So,
What?
4.5 on the
radioactive scale. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I assume glowing orange is very bad. Yes.
And so, did they ever figure out what happened to him? Or are there any guesses?
That's the conspiracies. I think it's Russian weaponry that they were testing in the mountains. So, without the public's knowledge. So yes, that is that. Yeah. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Kanye Twitty.
All right. Hey, did you guys see where the other day was Martin Luther King holiday and the CIA tweeted out, "We will never forget you." And then it was like rest in peace or something, all this stuff, and just it's like the CIA wasn't like trying to get him to kill himself and all that stuff, allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. But they had all the tapes of him cheating on Loretta and were saying, if you don't kill yourself or drop out of this, we'll release these. And then they did that tweet, and let me tell you, they got roasted for it.
Oh yeah, roasted. Kicks off. Yes.
No, but Nick or Armin, you ready for yours?
Yes, I know what it. I can't remember the. I can't remember the name of this ship.
Oh, is it the one where it's in the harbor and it's
It might be the USS Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think that's it. Something like that.
That is.
Is it the Philadelphia? I know what you're talking about. It's where they think it slipped through time, right?
Yes. Conspiracy. I'm trying to find it, and I think it. Yeah. But they were doing some radioactive stuff with it, or some tests, and it teleported to a random or random port in Philadelphia, I think, for like
1 second.
For like 1 second,
1 second,
and then it teleported back to harbor where it was at, and the people on the boat, some were like half in the melted into the ship, where they were like half their body was in the metal or in the hull of the actual ship, and yeah, I can't remember the name of the actual ship.
We'll find it. I just need a good. You guys got any good conspiracy theory books or movies or anything like that? Documentaries? Oh, all right. Here's my favorite conspiracy theory. It's pretty much anything that has to do with time travel. I'm in. The picture of the guy who's got like a modern camera, modern clothes.
Yep.
The person in the silent movie. The Chaplin movie. It looks like she's using a cell phone. Also got the Mike Tyson video recorder. I'm just anything like that. Count me in.
And it's called the Philadelphia Experiment, not the USS
Experiment.
Philadelphia, but
Okay.
yeah.
No, but I just want to breaking off conspiracies into serial killers here. Just your average segue. Is Zac Efron too good looking to play Ted Bundy? I know Ted Bundy was very, very attractive, and he
was a conniving and very enthusiastic and very like had a big personality.
Yeah.
And that's his whole thing.
Yeah.
That was his whole thing.
Did you know that? Well, it's like
Critics are like,
he wasn't so popular in high school, and then in college he found out like, yeah, I'm attractive. I can like do things.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like I can't think of the word right now.
I
Starts
know.
with a C.
But he was a political science major. Then he withdrew. Then he came back to college and got a psychology major. So he was pretty much learning, like he was getting training to become a serial killer.
Yeah, he knew
and how to lie to people and convince
yeah,
people things.
Yeah,
And he was also Zac Efron in the trailer. Very good looking.
good looking dude.
Very good looking. I love it how in the trailer it's like all the women are like, oh, he's so good looking. How could he murder all 37 of these women? It's like, oh, well, just because you're good looking doesn't mean you're not going to kill somebody.
Yeah, I agree. Anything else?
Positive note to end the...
Positive note?
You got something-
Killing people?
Yeah, you got something better to end it on?
Oh, I got something.
Oh, okay, here we go.
And we're gonna Nick. Hey, bring us home in the show, and I will. Or you know what? I'll go ahead and say right now. If you want to get in touch with us, email us at thelazysundaypod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at podlazy, as well on Facebook. Send us questions, emails, concerns. If you need a lint roller, let us know. We have connections. Nick, bring her home.
Okay. I'd just like to say that John Wayne Gacy is my favorite serial killer. Why, you ask?
Yeah, I actually...
Again, he was...
the clown guy, right?
Yes, he was not the clown. He was more than a clown. He was a person with a personality that tricked people into thinking that he was just a clown. And I think the murders that he committed really capture that. I think it shows he has a big personality, and he was he loved his work. I mean, he really did.
He was committed.
Yes, he was committed. Not to a psychiatric ward because they never caught him until later, until he murdered those kids. But I think there's something to learn from that, and that is clowns are creepy, and sometimes you just can't trust them with your children. Again, if any parents are listening to this, which kudos to you, again, don't trust your kids with clowns, or vice versa. Don't trust your clown with kids if your kid is a clown. If your kid is a clown, I'm sure we'll get through this. It's just a phase. Keep on trucking. The moms are the heroes.
So you want to say anything about the problem then?
No.
Okay.
I think I've said what I need to be said. Ladies and gentlemen, Conway Twitty.
Twitty.
And that's the show.
That's the show. I really love these guys. I'm glad we got to have Naughty.
About lint rollers?